Hello everybody, welcome to the debut episode of Infographic News for Kids. Today is Saturday, December 8th, 2018. Our mission is to inform the youth of all nations of the world being created for them to inherit. I would like to start the video by giving a constitutional quote. So if you will, the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievance. I would really like to know myself how many people my age knows what that means. And let's get on to today's news. The first thing I would like to share with you guys is a man has been left unable to see, walk, speak, or breathe unassisted just days after getting the flu shot. He got the flu shot, and then less than 2 days later, his name is Shane Morgan. So Mr. Shane Morgan started losing feeling in his arms and his legs. After being rushed to the hospital in Lone Mountain, Nevada, Mr. Morgan spent 4 days on a ventilator in intensive care while baffled doctors tried to uncover what was wrong. He was then later diagnosed with a syndrome, which the Center of Disease Control and Prevention recognizes as a very rare side effect to vaccines, which means he got the flu shot and then he started getting a disease, which in my opinion is crazy because, all these people get the flu shots and then they think it's a good thing. Well, this man got the flu shot and now he is practically paralyzed. So that's crazy, I think. I don't know. I've never gotten the flu shot, but I've never gotten the flu, so. The next thing I would like to share with you guys for the news is Mastercard and Microsoft to develop digital identity system. The critics blast a frightening plan as a system of totalitarian regime could only dream of. Social credit hell is here. The plan, which Fast Company's Kale Gerthy Wiseman criticized as frightening, revolves around creating a digital identity people will use when they drive, apply for a job, rent a home, board a plane, and get married, according to a recent tweet by Mastercard News. That tweet says, quote, voting, driving, applying for a job, renting a home, getting married, and boarding a plane, what do all of these have in common? You need to prove your identity. In partnership with Microsoft, we are working to create a universally recognized identity, which is crazy. It's just crazy. I don't think I want my digital identity. I'd like to keep my real identity, but that's just me. Now, this one is a little strange. The German government has been accused of funding a brochure that encourages kids to spy on their right-winged parents. The 60-page manual was produced by the Berlin-based Amendo Antonio Foundation, also known as AAS, an watchdog organization that tackles racism and hate speech. It was co-funded by the Family Ministry, which is a cabinet-level ministry of the Federal Republic of Germany. The document offers teachers advice on situations such as how to deal with it when teachers or parents make anti-refugee or racist statements in front of children or directly attack refugee children or parents. Germany's biggest newspaper, Bild, said the manual was a training guide for recruiting children as potential informants against their own parents. While right-wing party AfD said the NGO was employing Stasi methods to turn kids into snoopers. Well, I don't see why kids have to spy on their parents. I don't think it is right. I think that it is none of anybody else's business who they vote for, unless they make it, but that's just me. Now, this one is just straight scary, because the article is named, "Now We Come to the End Game for Humanity." It's kind of scary. So, due to global warming, there are people trying to figure out how they can dim the sun. That bright, big, yellow thing in the sky. So, that is it, folks. They have a plan to collapse global food production, killing off over 90% of the human race. Devastate natural ecosystems and pollute the Earth's atmosphere. And it's all being sold to you under the banner of environmentalism. The scheme is called global dimming, and it's a dangerous geoengineering plot to spray billions of tons of smog into the atmosphere so that the pollution levels would block the sun and halt global warming. That is literally what the mad government scientists are now proposing. The same people who have for years claimed that chemtrails are a conspiracy theory and don't exist. Now, all of a sudden, they want to chemtrail the entire planet in order to save us all from global warming. Alright. The sun keeps everybody alive. Everybody. It keeps us alive. It keeps other people alive. It keeps the plants and the trees alive because we get our air from plants. Plants need the sun. That's how I see it. If they try to dim the sun, then they are basically trying to kill everything. Because if we don't have the sun, we don't have what's called photosynthesis, which is the process of plants producing what plants are producing, but mainly trees and other plants that provide oxygen. And we need oxygen to live. But if they take the sun away, then the plants who provide oxygen are going to die, and we might die. So, that's the plan. They're going to try to dim the sun. It's insane. Now, this one just confuses me because I don't understand how Veggie Tales can be racist. I don't see it. The annual Whiteness Forum was recently held on the California State University San Marcos campus. One of the exhibits discussed how Veggie Tales, a Christian-based cartoon series, perpetuates racial stereotypes. No, they're vegetables. How can vegetables be racist? Through the cartoon consists a variety of colorful vegetable characters. Vegetables are colorful. It's not. Oh my. The exhibit argued that when kids see the good white character triumph over the bad person of a color character, they are taught that white is right and minorities are the source of evil. What? There are no white vegetables in the cartoon. They are all like purple and green and red. I don't know. No. I watch Veggie Tales, and I've never thought of how Veggie Tales can be racist. Like, that has never been a thought in my head. It's supposed to be teaching about God and Jesus and all of that. I don't see how Veggie Tales can be racist. I just don't. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense that Veggie Tales is racist when it's really all about everybody is one. We are all equal, welcome, loved. So, like, how can it be racist? Like, seriously. These people just need to get on with themselves. Like, seriously. Veggie Tales is not racist. It can't be racist. And, yes, some cartoons have some adult sense of whatever. But Veggie Tales, no. This is the first time that this has ever been brought to my attention. And you would think that if they wanted us to think it was racist, they would have told us to think it was racist. It's not racist. I don't believe it. It's crazy. The last news thing I'm going to tell you guys is called John Stossel on censorship. Google and Facebook cross the creepy line daily. Their ability to manipulate the algorithm is something that they've demonstrated, says an expert. John Stossel has recently said that Google and Facebook aren't just guilty of censorship, but they cross the creepy line of suppression of speech daily. Censorship is wrong. You should not censor people. You should not tell them they can't say something just because you don't like it, or you think it's hate speech, or something along those lines. You cannot tell people that they can't say how they are feeling when they have the freedom of speech, freedom of self-expression. You can't kick them off the internet over something that they said about something that you don't like. Like, you can't do that. That's not how it should work. But anyway, both companies have an obvious agenda, and they have proven that they will silence those who dissent. You can't silence people over something that you don't like. Censorship is not okay. You cannot censor people. You cannot make them be quiet. It is a company that has an agenda. The writer of The Creepy Line, Peter Schweizer, says in Stossel's last video, Google executives do much more, or they give much more money to the Democrats than the Republicans. Eric Schmidt, even advised Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, according to a Fox News opt by Stossel on censorship. Like I've been saying, censorship is wrong. You cannot censor people. A quote, their ability to manipulate the algorithm is something they have demonstrated, end quote, says Schweizer. And the last election, Google, but positive stories about Hillary Clinton higher in Google searches. Quote, Hillary Clinton may have lost by a substantially larger margin had Google not manipulated the search results in her favor. What? Why? Even trending negative searches about the corrupt Democrat were suppressed. According to exclusive by Breitbart, the conclusions are based on 16 months of experiments conducted with a total of 108,000 people. No, I'm sorry. I read the number wrong. 1,800, which is 1,800. People from all 50 U.S. states. Participants in the study came from diverse ideological backgrounds, including liberal, conservative, and moderate. In order to control prior biases, participants were asked to judge political candidates that they were unfamiliar with. The research showed that the manipulation of result pages in search engines can shift the voting preferences of undecided by anywhere between 20 and 80%, depending on the demographic, meaning Google was attempting to rig the 2016 election for Hillary Clinton, end quote. That's cheating. It's cheating. You can't do that. And you can't censor people, and censoring people is wrong. You shouldn't tell people that they can't say what they want to say because you don't like it. You should have evidence to support what you're saying, but you still shouldn't censor people on what they believe in. That is what I think. I would like to conclude the video with a Bible verse and a 20-minute challenge. So, if you will, I will read the Bible verse, Ephesians 6:12-13. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authority, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything to stand. I would like to say that that is a powerful verse. And now for the 20-minute challenge. I want you guys to take 20 minutes out of your day to research chemtrails. That is the 20-minute challenge. To research what a chemtrail is to find out so you know what it is. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you guys for tuning in to the debut episode of Infographic. And I hope you guys like, subscribe, share this video, and keep waiting for another video, because there will be more. And the more and more we do with the videos, the better they will get. They will be more fun and interesting. Not just I will read you the news. But for now, that's all I have to say. Captain Silvertooth signing out.